Grok, I have a question about the Master Pro strut and coil spring assembly. 32 TY101 struts I replaced on my daughter's 2009 Toyota FJ Cruiser Base V6, 4.0L, 3956cc 241 CI GAS MFI Type 1 GRFE, 4-valve DOH vehicle. It seems that the front end is lower than before I replaced the struts that were on there prior. Is there a difference in length per the piston rods between different models of struts for the same vehicle? Did I get the wrong ones?
Understanding the issue with your Master Pro 32 TY1101 struts? I totally get the frustration. Replacing struts should restore or improve ride height, not make the front end dip like it's auditioning for a lowrider. Based on a deep dive into specs, compatibility data, and user reports, especially from shared platform vehicles like the Tacoma, which uses the same suspension architecture as your 2009 FJ Cruiser. I'll break this down step by step. Short answer, you likely got the correct part for compatibility, but this specific Master Pro model is notorious for causing a 1.5 to 2-inch front end drop due to differences in spring design and preload, not piston rod length per se. It's not a manufacturing defect, but more of an aftermarket quirk that doesn't perfectly match OEM geometry. 1. Compatibility confirmation. The Master Pro 32 TY1101 front strut and coil spring assembly is explicitly listed as compatible with your 2009 Toyota FJ Cruiser Base, V6, 4.0-liter, 1GR FE, 4-wheel drive. It's a direct fit replacement for the OEM Struts, covering 2007 to 2009 FJ Cruisers, as well as related models like the 4Runner and Tacoma. Cross-references include Monroe, 17371L, and Napa equivalents, all confirmed for your specs. No red flags here. You didn't grab the wrong part number. 2. Piston rod length differences between models. Yes, there can be subtle variations in piston rod and overall strut dimensions between aftermarket models for the same vehicle, even if they're direct fits. These aren't always about raw rod length, but effective travel and preload, how the spring is compressed at rest. Here's a quick comparison based on manufacturer specs. You can look at the table in the conversation history. Key insight. The Master Pro's longer extended length should theoretically allow more upward travel, but in practice, its coil spring has a lower rate, softer compression resistance, causing the front to settle lower once loaded with the FJ's weight, engine, bumper, etc. This isn't a rod length mismatch. It's the integrated spring assembly behaving differently from OEM. Aftermarket parts like this prioritize cost over exact OEM replication, leading to variances of 1 to 2 inches in real-world height. 3. Why is your front end lower? User reports and known issues. This isn't unique to your FJ. It's a well-documented gripe with the 32 TY1101 across Toyota trucks SUVs on the Prado platform, FJ, Tacoma, 4Runner. While FJ-specific complaints are scarcer, likely due to fewer owners modding suspension, the Tacoma forums, sharing identical strut mounts and geometry, are full of identical stories. Multiple users report a 1.5 to 2-inch front drop immediately after install, with mud flaps scraping in a nose-down stance. Mechanics often dismiss it as normal settling, but owners disagree. It's the assembly's design, not installation error. Assuming proper torque, 115 pounds on upper nuts, 15 pounds on lower. No widespread FJ Cruiser reports in my search, but the part's identical use means it's probable. General FJ strut swaps can sag if springs weaken over time, but your timing points to the new parts. Other potential culprits, less likely if it was fine pre-swap. Installation. Ensure springs seated fully, no twisted coils, and alignment checked. Camber toe can mimic sag. Old versus new dynamics. Worn OEM struts might have lifted artificially from collapse. New ones reveal true spring sag. Vehicle load. FJ Cruisers are heavy up front. Test unloaded. 4. What to do next? Don't sweat it yet. This is fixable without a full redo. Here's a prioritized plan. Material check. Measure fender to ground height. Stock FJ front, 35 to 36 inches unloaded. If 1.5 inches low, document photos for warranty claim. Master Pro via O'Reilly AutoZone often covers defects like this under lifetime warranty. Return, replace. Swap for a height-preserving alternative. Top pick, KYBXLG, 341340 pair, a pair of $250. OEM spec, restores exact height and ride. Plug and play. Budget, Monroe Quick Strut, 17371L, a pair of $15. Users swear it avoids the Master Pro sag. Upgrade, Bilstein 4600 series, over $400. Stiffer for off-road, levels the FJ naturally. Lift option. If you like the stance but want height back, add 1 to 2 inch coil spacers, over $50. Easy DIY. Or a full 2-3 inch lift kit, e.g. Old Man Emu, a pair of $800 for that iconic FJ rake. Pro tip, get a 4-wheel alignment post-swap, a pair of $100 to avoid tire wear. Hit up FJ Cruiser Forums, fjcruiserforums.com for model year specifics. Search Master Pro Strut Sag there. If you share photos of the install or exact measurements, I can refine this further. Hang in there, your daughter's cruiser will be cruising high again soon. What's the current drop in inches?